welcome to playing flute with Mami, and I am Mami, and I am been playing Gariboldi's Etude, Op.131, number 1, C major. This is the third video talking about this one, and I'm about to go to the measure 24. So I will play a little bit before measure, something like measure 20. Now it becomes like even more rhythmic. So think about heavy, light, staccato, dun, ti, pa, pa. Think about your movement. Look at mirror, so you know exactly how your body is doing, and you want to think that which note need more weight, and which note should be lighter, heavy and light, and then you want to move your body accordingly. And because if you are doing opposite, then you are not really making good music line, because you are doing opposite. So you wanted to, if music is going this way, then you want to move that way. You don't need to move too much. After you get used to doing it, sometimes you want to make sure that you don't move too much, because if you move too much, it will distract your fingering all around here, and maybe you get too tired too quickly if you move around too much. But you don't want to do opposite. So sometimes you want to, especially when you if you're a beginner, think about heavy and light. If you're doing right correctly, instead of, you may be playing the note according to, you may be moving your body according to the height of note. So you wanted to think of the rhythm, which note is heavy or which note is light. So higher note is heavier. Which means you're gonna go this way. And so G is lower than C, higher C, but your body is set higher, open. This is like going down, right? And same next. Carefully look at the music. You don't need to play. You look at the music and then sing it, or you don't need to sing correct height. You just sing do, so, and then you will know how you wanted to move your body, and then play with flute. Next thing that you want to think about is staccato. You want to have a good staccato, consistent, even staccato, like there's 3 want to have a similar sound. You don't need to make it completely similar. If you can make it exactly same, that's wonderful, but you don't need to do that, because if it's exactly same, it's kind of boring. But maybe you are playing these 3G completely different, then you want to think about maybe you wanted to play the similar sound. You can start with without tonguing practice and then add tonguing. So it's like a pattern, like a machine, a little bit machine, mechanic. But you want to have that when the music become more rhythmic. This area, same heavy right. There's a crescendo mark, so you want to think about crescendo a little bit, and then this E is staccato. It's not stopping. Sometimes I hear people play this E a little bit heavy, and I disagree. I think this E can be very light. You can disagree with me, of course. Everybody has a different way to play. The reason is that I believe that's light because there's a breath mark. Staccato, light and breath. So if you, I say in Japanese, if you play this E a little bit heavy, then it's gonna be like this. So it's gonna stop music a little bit. That's why I think this E can be light, even though it's the first beat of the measure. It doesn't. Oh, first beat of measure doesn't have to be always heavy, I think. So here. It's like a, you have a good volume, maybe a little bit like a mezzo forte, and then next note is piano. So it's like going and stop, and then start from soft sound again. So and again it's gonna become exciting. So use that heavy and light, and then calm and excited, melodic and rhythmic. So you want to think those two very contrast. You want to keep this contrast more than you can just do, because usually if you think different, if you think you make these two difference, like you think you play these two differently, but the listener usually don't get it. If you do that a little bit more graduate way, then they hear that like a normal. So usually, I think, player kind of have to do the more graduate, exaggerated way than as a listener will listen. So when you're listening to the music somebody's playing, and then when you're on the stage you're playing, you need to change a little bit. You need to change your wire. So when you're performing, you would do a little bit more exaggerated way. So you will stop and it sounds very smooth, but you will go back to the exciting sound very quickly again, because you will go up to the E and with big vibrato. And again, this is piano, so it has so many different of dynamics and then change of the mood, smooth or rhythmic or soft and exciting, calm and exciting. It's the piano. It's the piano, but it's a crescendo. So this part, so you will really think about dynamics and what kind of sound you want to play for those dynamics and height and then value of the note. It's changing constantly, so you really want to think what you're doing with each note, like each moment. Maybe 2 minutes more. So maybe I will leave rest to the next recording. So when you have a climax note, you can make it a little bit longer, or even though it's the 8th note, you can add vibrato. This note. And one more. Just E. Record the rest after this. So thank you for watching and see you with next one.